Hello, I'm Bobby Lee, and this is the Bobby Lee Show. And today we have with us a very special guest. His name is Eustace Mullins. We have this book that Eustace Mullins wrote. It's called Murder by Injection, the story of the American medical conspiracy against America, against you and I. So it's Murder by Injection. Eustace Mullins, we're happy to have you with us today. Tell us a little bit about how did you come to write this book, Murder by Injection?
Well, I had been working for almost a half a century on the various monopolies, the legal monopoly, the banking monopoly, the secret government monopoly of the world. And I realized that all of these monopolies interacted, and about the same group of elitists, the world order people, were in each one. But I had not paid much attention to the medical profession. I thought, well, these are doctors who are curing people. They work in the hospital long hours, you know, and they're probably a public asset. And I thought that simply because I hadn't had any contact with them, fortunately for me. And other people who have had contact with them had a different view. Either they were furious, or they were disgusted, or they were dead. And so this was the status of the people who employed the medical profession in the United States, the average American citizen. And the doctors, during this period, as part of the drug trust and the medical monopoly, had various instruments furnished to them by the other monopolies. For instance, the oil monopoly of John D. Rockefeller at Standard Oil had gone into the petrochemical business, and through extensive research they had developed certain medications which they called wonder drugs, and the public, as they took these drugs, they would wonder what was going to happen to them. That's why they were wonder drugs. Others were called miracle drugs. They were called miracle drugs because if you took them and you survived, it was really a miracle. So this was the contribution of the monopolists to the medical monopoly. And the only thing that these drugs had in common was that they were enormously expensive. Now, in contrast, most of nature's remedies are enormously inexpensive. They're available, they're abundant, they're cheap, which means that the medical monopoly did not want you to use any of these medications. They wanted the greatest achievement of the modern drug trust was the invention of the $1,000 pill. They have now they have one pill which costs $1,000, which you use in cancer and various things. And nature, unfortunately, has never learned how to make a $1,000 pill. So obviously, nature is no good as far as the medical monopoly is concerned.
Well, tell us a little bit, just before we get into that also, there's a difference between homeopathic medicine and allopathic, and that's part of what we're discussing also. Tell us a little bit about that, if you would, Eustace Mullins.
Well, what you're talking about is a historic situation. In the 19th century, most Americans thrived on what is called homeopathic medicine, which is mostly naturopathic remedies available through nature in abundance at low cost. Well, the medical monopoly, which was formed in 1847 as the American Medical Association, they didn't like this. They thought, how are doctors going to get rich, and how are we going to control the people through the medical monopoly when they can go to these homeopathic people and get these remedies at very low cost? So the first plank of the AMA was, we will never allow any homeopathic physician to become a member of the AMA, and they never have. So, but the AMA was still in a minority. So around the turn of the century, John D. Rockefeller realized there were great potentialities of profit in the medical industry, and so he took over the medical profession. Now you say, how could anybody take over the medical profession? Well, first you have to have a lot of money, and second you have a lot of power. Well, he had both, and he did. So he revamped the entire medical system of treatment of the people of the United States, which had been homeopathic. He switched it over to allopathic medicine, which is a different type of practice, originating in Germany. And the great attraction of allopathic medicine is it relies on radical surgery. I mean, if you can't cure it, cut it off. And the heavy use of drugs, because when you're having your limbs cut off, you need a lot of drugs because it's very disturbing. and lengthy hospital stays, none of which are features of homeopathic medicines, entirely the reverse. So by taking over the medical industry in 1910, through studies which he made through the Carnegie Foundation, John D. Rockefeller emerged as the kingpin of the medical monopoly in the United States.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, this is GMS Charlotte back at you with another quick lesson. All right, and before we get started, we want to say Call Halai La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. All right, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
All right, so hey, as you saw in the intro, man, okay, this guy, Estes Mullins, okay, this guy was basically bringing out he was exposing the whole pharmaceutical industry, man, and pretty much Esau, he's a devil, man. He is the devil, man, the so-called white man, man. All right, dealing with this pharmaceutical industry. As you see on the screen, okay, that word pharmacy goes back to the Greek word pharmakeia. All right, which goes back to sorcery and witchcraft.
Yep. Okay,
which is what you get essentially. All right, when you go to these doctors and you get these drugs prescribed to you, man.
That's right.
Okay, so we just wanted to just bring out a quick lesson. All right, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, to be edifying, man. Okay, because it's a lot of shit going on out there right now as far as Esau being exposed, the pharmaceutical industry being exposed. Okay, these devils, they don't want you to be in good health. Okay, this is part of the war and the battle that me and the brother were discussing before we did the video, man, because Job 9:24, it tells you that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Okay, and this is part of this is part of the fight that we have to endure in this society, man. Okay, but like I said, we'll play a little bit more of the clip, but we're gonna grab some scriptures, man. So the first scripture that we got here, just to kind of start it off in the spirit. All right, this is Job 13 and verse 4.
Kind. It's Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. You are all physicians of no value.
Right, and that's Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, scriptures say, but ye are forgers of lies. You are all physicians of no value, because this devil will sit up here and try to push vaccinations. Okay, and then at the same time, he'll tell you to sign a disclaimer saying that you can't sue if you die from the vaccinations, man. Just proving to you that these people are not right, man. Okay, that vaccinations, the whole fluoridation in the water system. What else?
The drugs they give you for your illnesses, man. You know, they'll tell you to take these certain medicines, and then next thing you know, you'll see a commercial with all these different side effects on the commercial, where it's like in very little print, or they'll be trying to speed through it all fast, you know. Just showing you that this devil, he's a physician of no value, man, because his version of helping you is really prolonging the sickness so he can tax and charge you more up until you die, man.
And that's the spirit, man. You know, and you brothers can go back and watch this video clip too. It's very heavy, okay, because he just lays it out on how pretty much, and I played at the end about how the Rockefeller family, the Rothschild family, basically have taken over the cancer research industry, man.
Yep.
Okay, they're in full control over the whole medical industry, man. Okay.
Yeah, the cancer, you know, AIDS, you know, herpes, all these diseases that are tearing, you know, the world up, man. These devils are behind every single one of them, man. Because it's $1 billion industry, you know, so-called curing and treating these diseases, man.
Billions of dollars, man, and that's why. You know, just referencing this fact dealing with Nipsey Hussle, man. Okay, because I'm pretty sure brothers, you know, have researched and looked into it, man. But he was affiliated with Dr. Sebi, all right, and we understand that this guy, he had the cures to like AIDS, cancer, herpes, blindness, different diseases of that nature or whatnot, and he had beat the federal court and the Supreme Court by himself, man. Okay, showing you that. Okay, there's cures for these different diseases that are out there, but Esau is not going to allow that information to be put out. Okay, so you know, like I said, I just got this article just to make that point. Okay, Nipsey Hussle, rapper, making a film about holistic doctor's death, shot dead. All right, it says here. Okay, just bringing this out. It says Nipsey Hussle, the popular rapper who vowed to expose Big Pharma, was responsible for educating generations of young people about the series of holistic doctors' deaths, has been shot dead in Los Angeles. He was 33, and that's true because over the past couple of years, you'd had plenty of so-called holistic doctors that have been put to death, man. Why? Because they're practicing their medicine with natural use, man. The natural use of herbs, okay, spices and things like that, different vegetables that cure your body, man, and not using pharmaceutical drugs, you know.
And you know what we're going into, man, because it's a growing trend with a so-called conspiracy. You let the devil tell you that these doctors are mysteriously dying, man, because Nipsey Hussle, you know, he was in the process of making this documentary, but he wasn't the first one to try to, you know, expose Dr. Sebi to the world, man, because you also had Left Eye from TLC, you know, she was in the process of beginning to make him, you know, make him worldwide known too, man, because she had went to Honduras to see him to cure her for some disease that she had, man, and she was, you know, about to, you know, go back to the United States and pretty much get him well known over here. And what happened? She mysteriously died before she came back over to the United States, man.
You see, this stuff is a big deal. Let me pull up another picture real quick, man. You know, let's pull this up. You know, because those drugs, man, that Esau's giving to the people, it's all sorcery. It's all witchcraft, man. Okay, as you see here, and we'll pull it out in the blue letter when we grab the scriptures. All right. Definition: the use of administering drugs, poisoning, sorcery, magical arts, often found in connection with idolatry, fostered by metaphorically deception, seduction of idolatry. Pretty much these drugs, man. All right, this whole pharmaceutical industry. All right.
Because if you peep how people act off of these drugs, man, they pretty much have spirits on them, man. You know, they be all bugged out. You know, you can see the demons festering on these people that are hooked on these drugs, man.
This stuff is killing people, man. You know, you can read that script, Psalms 36, 1-4, Baba Kushai.
This is Psalms 36, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of Yahweh Shai before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. Until his iniquity
be found hateful. Dealing with Esau, man, the so-called white man, because everything that this devil does, man, hey, he's hated for it, man. Okay, because he's flat out poisoning the people, man. As you go further into the documentary, all right, and you do some more research, man. Okay, you find out that these vaccinations are not beneficial to the body. Okay, everything that he's doing is against life, man. Okay, the poisoning of the water system, the water supply with the fluoride and the different toxins. You got the GMO foods. People are not even eating real foods. Okay. The food is being created out of a laboratory. Okay, the different shit that he's spraying, the aerosols, the chemtrails in the sky. You see? Keep reading it out.
It says, the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit.
It said the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit, man. Okay, because everything that Esau pushes upon the masses as being beneficial is all deception, man. It's all to destroy you. Okay, keep going.
It says, until his iniquity be found to Psalms 36 and 3. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good.
It's the scriptures say he have left off to be wise and to do good, man. Okay, Habakkuk 2 and 5, man. His spirit is not upright in him, man. Okay, there's nothing good coming out of the so-called white man. Okay,
because it's the way this devil, you know, uses his words is very, you know, surreptitious, man, because on the surface level, it sounds like it's a good thing, man. It sounds like, yeah, he's here to help you. But, you know, when you actually go into the depths of what he's doing, man, it's death, man. It's death and destruction, because especially when it comes to you tribes, man, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man, Esau has did a diligent search on how to destroy us from the inside, man. You know, so all these drugs that he's mainly pushed towards you jakes, man, they're all to destroy you, man. You know? And he's so much of a devil that he's even pushed us on his own people now, man. And his own people are hooked on this witchcraft now, man. You know? But continuing on, it says Psalm 36 and 4, he deceiveth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. he abhorreth not evil.
Right, you see, he deviseth mischief upon his bed, as the scriptures say, man. Because these devils are always coming up with different methods, different ways, all right, to destroy you, you Israelites, man. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics, man. Okay, and it's been brought out just going back to the pharmaceutical industry. All right, that chemotherapy actually increases the cancer in the body, man. Okay, just dealing with different matters like that, man. All right, just showing you that this society, all right, this devil, the way he operates is totally backwards, man. Okay.
And another point that they made in that documentary too, man, is for the cancer patients, when they have surgery on them, when they cut into the flesh, man, that causes the cancer to spread all throughout the whole body, man. So when you go in there for these treatments, man, these devils actually make it worse. You are in a prolonged battle of pretty much torture.
We get that one in Psalm 64 about the inward thought. It's deep.
Yep.
Psalm 64 and what verse was that? 3. Right?
Yeah.
All right. You got it, brother.
Psalm 64 and 3. It says, "Who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words."
Yep. Keep going.
It says that they may shoot in secret at all the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Keep reading.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Right, and this is all these different agendas that the so-called white man has set up, man. Okay, it says they encourage themselves in an evil manner, man. These secret councils, okay, this medical industry, okay, the damn what you call the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, all that stuff is killing the people, man. Okay. It says they commune of laying snares privately, saying, "Who shall see them, man?" Because these devils actually believe that they're in secret doing this stuff, man. Okay, but the scriptures tell us that their own tongue shall fall upon themselves, man. So all this stuff is being revealed, man. Okay, keep reading out.
It says they search out iniquities; they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep.
Right. See. So they search out iniquities, man. That's why Esau is always creating different diseases, okay? He's in a laboratory mixing, splicing genes. He's mixing different diseases and viruses together, okay? When you, like the brother mentioned in the documentary, okay, it was to the point where they're just in there just like mad scientists practicing on people, man. Knowing that all the methods that they're doing is not curing the people, man, but killing them, man. Just showing you the mind of Esau, man.
Because you even got with the GMOs, man. Because I'm pretty sure part of the reason why they created GMOs was so that the herbs don't heal you as the correct way, so it will make you continue to run back to the FDA, man. Run back to the pharmaceutical industry, man. Because they know that it's big business by keeping these people on these medicine, man. And the brother pulled up the article where it showed you the FDA is seeking to ban homeopathic remedies, man. And it says the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, has proposed new guidelines for homeopathic remedies that will give it the power to ban properly formulated homeopathic products currently legal under the FDA, which was under the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, which governs the FDA.
Right. So pretty much what they're trying to do is they're trying to ban you naturally curing yourself, man. You taking natural herbs and food to make yourself healthy, man. Okay. Esau's trying to make it into law, okay, because the scriptures talk about his ways and his laws are grievous, man. Okay. Just showing you how backwards and wicked these devils are, man. Okay. Keep reading a little bit out.
And just to add on too real quick, because Esau has legislation passed for you not knowing you taking GMOs now, man. I believe it was called the Dark Horse Act. They passed a couple years ago to where they don't have to label what's GMO and what's organic or whatever anymore, man. So, like I said, these herbs that people are taking to think that they go down to things like cut off or something like that right here.
Okay,
if you you think you taking these herbs to heal yourself, man, it's actually they duds, man. The herbs don't have any nutrients in them, man. But it says in a strange twist, the FDA's proposed guidelines will allow the agency to ban a particular homeopathic remedy simply because of an increasing number of people are using it. It says this is because such remedies may cause users to delay or could discontinue medical treatments using pharmaceuticals that have been found safe and effective.
You see, so what's the use of having a doctor when you have healthy patients, man? Okay, see, that's why these devils have to keep you sick, man. Okay, they treat you by you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It treats you just for a moment, okay? But really, the symptoms come back.
It's prolonging it or falsifying.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really what the word doctor means, is to falsify, man. You know, so they have these doctors, you know, at these hospitals and these places, you know, where you go get checked up at, man, the clinic or whatever, and they just giving you stuff knowing it's not gonna work. They have you come back. Well, I'm gonna prescribe you with certain doses of, you know, hydrocodone or oxycontin or whatever, knowing that shit is either gonna get you hooked on it. You know, it's gonna only cure so much, where you have to keep taking it every so much hours or whatever, and you get a certain amount of refills. When it's gonna end up making you worse in the long run, man. You know,
this whole system was set up to destroy you. Matter of fact, let me get a quick scripture to add on. All right, this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38 and verse 4. You can read that Bible.
It says, "The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them."
Right. You see, those are the natural remedies, man. Okay. Yahweh Shem Yahushua have created medicines out of the earth, man. Okay. Your herbs, your different plants. Okay. Your different vegetables. Okay. Things that benefit your body, that help your immune system, man. Okay. That give you a better a life. It says he that is wise will not abhor them. So if you're a man of wisdom, you're not going to avoid the use of herbs, the use of eating properly, man. Properly taking care of your body the right way, man. But see, this devil Esau, okay, he's against that, okay? Because remember, all right, these devils, they're adverse against the Most High, man, okay? Anything that's righteous or beneficial for life, Esau's against that, man.
Yep.
Okay?
Can you go back to that script?
Okay,
you go down, Sirach 38 and 6, it says, "And he have given men skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous work. With such doeth he heal men and take away their pain." Which that's what the herbs was given for, man. You know, to heal yourself. You know, along with asking the Lord to heal you, man. You know, because it goes hand in hand. But these devils don't want you to do that, man. They want you to go to them, get prescribed all this poison, this witchcraft to get you hooked, messed up in the mind, and pretty much to keep you as a zombie, man. You know.
Yep, that's the whole point of this pharmacy, man, which is Pharmakeia, man. All witchcraft, sorcery, okay, through this drug administration, man. Okay, because people, you better believe people are hipped now. They understand, man. Look, vaccinations, okay, this GMO food, okay, this fluoridated water, all of this shit that we have to suffer, it's all bullshit, man.
Right.
It's not doing anything but killing the people, man.
Right.
Okay.
Because just for an example, you know, these devils making all this fuss about how, you know, you have to have health care, you know, you got to get all these all this expensive medical you know, things, but then you giving out free flu shots, free pneumonia shots or whatnot, man. Showing you that this is all poison, man. You know, and like I said, like the brother just said, man, the public, a good majority of the public is becoming knowledgeable of this, especially now with Nipsey dying or whatever, man. Dr. Sebi, who hasn't been mentioned in a long time, you know, since he mysteriously died, along with he's another one of the holistic doctors that they say he died of suicide or natural causes or whatnot, man. But this dude was healthy, man. You know, in the interview when Nipsey was in the Breakfast Club, man, DJ Envy, you know, said that the dude at 70 years old can jump. He was able to jump off vert, you know, onto the desk and land on his knees and jump back down like it was nothing, man. You know, showing you that, hey, this man knew what he was talking about, man.
It's true. You know, you can go back and watch his videos on YouTube, man. You know, but yeah, this guy he cured a lot of people, and he had Esau's government was on his head, man. Yeah, essentially.
He knew he was gonna die, just like Nipsey knew he was gonna die, man. You know.
I got a quick one for you. Micah 2:1, and it reads, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand."
Yeah, it says that woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, man, because these devils are constantly at work trying to find new ways of you know, destroying our people, man. That's why, you know, it's always a new drug that comes and, you know, takes the world by storm, man. You know, You had, like I said, oxys. Oxys were a hit at one time. You know, Esau got heroin. You know, you got Molly, ecstasy. You know, the what's that, acid or whatnot? You know,
LSD.
LSD. All types of different types of medicines, man. So-called, you know, medicines that are bugging people out. They're making people kill themselves because they get addicted to it, man. The opioid epidemic, which is an obvious showing that you creating zombies out here, man. You know, so the Lord said, "Woe unto them, or it's death and destruction, because you are killing the world, man." You know,
let's get that,
because you're able to do this because the Lord has allowed you to do this, man. You know, the power is in your hand, and look what you're doing with it, man. You are destroying your people.
Let's get that. All right, this is let's see.
Go 4.
All right. 3 actually. All right, this is Sirach. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 3, and it reads, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." Right.
It says an unwise king destroyeth his people, because only an idiot will destroy the people that's under him to serve him, man. You know, because he's killing the whole world, man. Because it's not just America that's suffering, man. Because the big pharma is worldwide, man. You know, you got countries that are still using their medicines too, man. Like I remember Bayer years ago, man. You know, they had a medicine that not only had the AIDS virus in it, and what they do, they went and dumped that medicine over in Africa, man, and was giving them Hamites AIDS, man. You know, so these devils knowingly, you know, infect the world and then try to come with a so-called cure, which is making the shit worse, man. Because these devils created HIV, they created herpes, they created pretty much every disease that, you know, that's killing the world right now, man.
Yep, they do a diligent search, as the scriptures say, you know. Right. Okay, read that for me, Baba Kusha.
This is Proverbs 29:2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn."
All right, the scriptures say, "But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn him." You know, and this whole entire planet Earth is in mourning, man.
Yep.
By the wicked being in rulership, man. Okay, and this lesson that we were getting into, just dealing with the pharmaceutical industry and Esau's lies, man. Okay, because people are dying, man. Cancer is at an all-time high in the society. Cancer is a billion-dollar industry, man. Okay, which is under full control under the Rothschilds, man.
Yep.
You know, just showing you, what's the guy, Monsanto?
Yep.
They're I think it was the head director of Monsanto. He's like the head board of the agriculture department for the United States. You see what I'm saying? Just showing you, man, that this whole system was set up by these wicked devils, man. Yep. Okay, to destroy the people. This is all part of Esau's New World Order, man. Okay, this population control, man, where they got to kill off a certain amount of people in the earth, man.
Right.
You know.
Hey, Bill Gates even said it, man. He was like, "Yo, I can't remember his words exactly, but he pretty much said, you know, the earth is overpopulated. So he said the vaccines and everything are doing their job, you know, to kill off people. But they just need to make, you know, more. You know. So showing you that all these different things that they're using is a form of population control, man.
That's it. That's it. You know, got anything else you want to add in there?
We get that revelation. Well, matter of fact, Psalms 140.
Psalm 140,
I guess we go down 1 to 4. 1 to 5. This Psalms 140, starting at the top. It says, "To the chief musician, a psalm of David. It says, Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man.
Yep.
Which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war."
Right. This is part of that war. This is part of that battle, man. Okay. We understand, okay, what Esau is doing to the population, man.
Yep.
All right. Through his vaccines, through the food, through the water, through the air. Okay. This is war, man. All right. Keep going.
They are sharp. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Selah.
Keep going.
Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings.
Yep, and that's the motive, the main drive behind Esau, man.
That's right.
To overthrow your goings, man, to destroy you, man. Okay? And as you see, man, this guy, Eustace Mullins, he just basically lays it all out, man. It's a good documentary. All right, Murder by Injection, man. We just wanted to play that first 6 minutes just to show you, man, that look, all this stuff is set up to basically to kill off the population.
Yep.
All right. I wanted to play that part about with the Rothschilds at 23, I believe.
Kind. It was like 23:55, I think.
Got you. I'm gonna play that real quick. And if you got anything else, you can add it in there.
Kind.
Play this real quick. 23. Yeah, it's right up in here.
To the Cancer Society, is that beneficial for them to do so?
Well, they have these annual cancer drives in which the people in all the small towns of America are forced to go out and collect money for the American Cancer Society, and I describe that as the little people collecting money for the big rich. American Cancer Society is a big rich organization, and
Say about 2250, something like that. That might work.
when they diagnose cancer, that means you're in for a really long period of torture until you finally succumb.
What about the Cancer Society itself? I mean, people give a lot of money to the Cancer Society. Is that beneficial for them to do so?
Well, they have these annual cancer drives in which the people in all the small towns of America are forced to go out and collect money for the American Cancer Society, and I describe that as the little people collecting money for the big rich. American Cancer Society is a big rich organization, and if you remember that it was founded at the Union League Club in New York City, the wealthiest club in New York, by John D. Rockefeller Jr. See, John D. Rockefeller Jr. was a great philanthropist, and he said, we're going to do something about cancer, so I am founding and I'm putting up the money for the American Cancer Society. See, the Rockefeller family has had a long-term commitment to cancer. See, the founder of the dynasty, old John D.'s father, William Rockefeller, was a carnival sideshow barker who sold bottles of mineral oil for $5 a piece, and he advertised himself as the great cancer specialist. And so he sold these all up and down through Pennsylvania and Ohio when he wasn't running from the law, because he also was a very famous horse thief, and he also had 18 warrants out against him for rape. So it's just a very colorful character. And so John D. Rockefeller, his son, was just the opposite, because he was so horrified by his father's escapades, that he led a very bourgeois life, very quiet, very good family life, and devoted himself to making money. But he found out that at least his father had one asset, and that was that making money through cancer cures was a surefire thing. So the Rockefeller family today is the dynasty which is behind all the cancer treatment in the United States through the Sloan Kettering Cancer Mausoleum of New York City.
You see? So hey, it's Esau. Esau just lays it all out, man. Okay, this is what we up against, man.
Yep.
Okay, these devils are responsible for the deaths of so many people on this planet Earth, man. You know. But you got anything else you want to add in there?
I got like two. Psalms 10. Let's start at 7. We go down to 10. I read it.
Okay,
Psalms 10 and 7. It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Right. That's everything that Esau presents to you, man. Okay, it's nothing but deceit and fraud, man. Okay.
It says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret place do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privy set against the poor.
Right, and really, most of these agendas, all right, that are set up is against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, man.
Right.
Okay. In the secret places, he doeth murder the innocent, man. Okay. Through his lies. Okay. Through his like we were saying, his vaccinations. Okay. His this food system. You know. Everything, man. This the educational system.
Say, on every level you could possibly think of, it's all set to destroy the poor, which is you Israelites, man. You know, because Esau had did a diligent search to see what destroys us as a people, down to our very DNA, man.
That's right.
Know? It says he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth to wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Yep,
you see? When he draweth, he catch the poor when he draweth him in his net, man. Okay, this whole justice system, okay, which is a snare. Okay, the medical industry, which is a trap, a snare.
Because you have a perfect example of that, man. Look at the diet that he lays out for you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans.
Exactly.
You know, nothing but freaking pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. You know, your diet is terrible. And because you follow after what Esau says is good for you to eat, which is good so-called good eating, look where you end up. You end up fat, pretty much you keep going back to the doctor, man.
To get more pills.
Get more
drugs.
pills, getting your limbs cut off, man. You know, pretty much to where you dying slow, man. You know, now you got diabetes, you know, hypertension, you know, all these different diseases, cancer, whatever it is, you name it, man. That's all part of his trap to get you to keep coming back to him, man.
Exactly. You know, that's how he's murdering our people, man. You know, a lot of our people die due to cardiovascular diseases, man. Poor diet, man.
And inflammation.
Inflammation. You know, being exposed to all this radiation that's coming through the what you call those things? Cell phone towers,
the microwave.
The microwave. You know, everything. Everything in this society was set up to destroy you, man. It's the point that we stressing. Okay.
Verse 10. It says, "He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones." And you know, that's the point. You can get to Revelation. We can end with that one. Nothing else.
Yeah, that was it. Revelation
18 and 13.
18 and 13. Let's get that. It's all good. This is all. Hey, we just making points in the spirit, man. Hey, Lord willing, this lets it be edifying.
That's not it.
Hold on, let me grab it. It says, what is it, like deceive nations?
Type it up. Deceive nations. 18:23. So like it.
Okay, 18 and 23. All right, Revelation 18 and 23. Let's grab that. Okay.
It says, "And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, and for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived."
By thy sorceries, man, all nations were deceived, man. All Esau's witchcraft, all right, his sorcery that he pushes upon the planet, man. All nations have been deceived, man. You know, and on every, like the brother said, on every level, man. Okay, through the television, you know, by this this food, okay, because it's not a coincidence that 40+ different countries banned Monsanto from out of their countries, man, because they know that it's all bullshit and it's poison, man.
Certain ingredients that America uses in their products, man, are banned overseas. Like, you know, Subway, for example, have a product in their bread that they use in yoga mats, man. You know, McDonald's, all their food is fake, and yet they're worldwide, man. So it just goes to show that these devils are spreading their sorceries, you know, worldwide. If you can go into that word sorcery, so it can all tie it back together, so you see what we're talking about, man. Because it's no coincidence that word is right there, you know.
Pharmakeia, in the Greek, you see, Pharmakeia for that word sorceries. Okay, it says the use or the administering of drugs.
See?
Ooh.
See?
All right, there we go. There's a picture again. It says poisoning, sorcery, magical arts often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it. All right? That's this place. Okay? This place was built off sorcery, witchcraft, man, lies. You see? So the scriptures, man, the scriptures is clean cut, man. No getting around that. See? Down here, medication, pharmacy, okay, which these people, like the brother was saying, man, all these people are bugged out through Esau's medication, his pharmacy, the Pharmakeia, all right, which is sorcery, poison, man. All this stuff alters your brain, man. You know, puts spirits upon you, man.
It alters your DNA, you know, because it changes, because you know how it says, you are what you eat, man. So the things that you put on your body, it changes you from the inside out, man.
That's right.
And like I said, that's why you look at the world, man. These people are just gone, man.
Gone.
You know.
Gone. And that's all through this this Pharmakeia, man. You know. But hey, man, we just wanted to bring out a little quick lesson. Lord willing, was edifying, man. Just touching on these facts of dealing with this pharmaceutical industry, Esau's lies, okay, his sorcery and his witchcraft, man. You know. But we're gonna close it out by saying, Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught us this truth. And double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David. Shalom.
Shalom.